from Charlotte, North Carolina, at a combined weight of over 660 pounds, Rody Rob, Adam Bomb, Bionic Brian, the Marked Out Wrestling Podcast.
Man, fuck you, DP. Fuck you, DP.
Hey, way to open the show, Rody Rob.
First words of the show.
My name is Adam Bomb. This is Monday with the Marks, a.k.a. Rawesome, a.k.a. we only got 3 more after this. Welcome to the show. We got lots to discuss. The internet blew up on some dirt sheets this past week. We're going to recap a little bit of day one, and we got some trivia and other business to do. Before I do that, the guy who opened the show with the big fuck you, that is Rody Rob.
Yep, I got a whole bunch of those going on tonight. I got a whole deck of fuck yous. I'm just going to be passing them out like dollars to strippers to you motherfuckers tonight.
We will get to the content of that fuck you in a second when we introduce our third board. The fourth member of the board. The real third member is Brian. What's up, Brian?
Did you see the new person on
Yes,
the board?
I saw the new person.
Oh, did you intro that?
Stop making me laugh at Betty White being dead. It's not funny, and I'm sad about it.
It's not funny. Hello.
Oh my God.
It's your fault, Rob.
Betty White's
your
ghost. I'm not going to apologize, Betty White's ghost.
You were the one who jinxed her.
I'm sure we can get into this later.
No, let's get into it right now. We got 3 shows left. Who cares?
I didn't jinx anyone. So let me set the stage here and be very fucking clear.
Okay.
You started making comments
About John Madden and Bob Hope.
Who's talking right now?
Okay.
Who's talking right now? Am I talking or you talking?
You talk. Are you talking or you talk? You talk.
I'm just saying.
You talk.
You interrupted to say what? I'm just saying.
Say
Okay?
what?
Mm-hmm. So, you were talking about Bob Hope being 99 and not making it to 100.
Nobody did.
Did he?
He supposedly did. I said that he died right before his birthday.
Okay, so point being, it was 99 and died before his birthday, okay? That was the point Adam was talking about. And all I was saying
Which may not be true.
Stop interrupting me. And all I was saying was that hot in the news at that moment was that Betty White was about to turn 100. She's 99. She did a big article about being 99 going to 100. And that the last thing you want to do right now is have a conversation about another famous 99-year-old that didn't make it to 100 right when this is the topic of conversation. So I'm saying that by Adam bringing up that comparison, it is on him.
I didn't bring up any comparison. I brought up John Madden and the honoring that they did for him on Christmas, Brian. The big, huge thing that they did. And I said, I speculated that he possibly passed before this happened, but they wanted to honor him before they mourned him, so they didn't announce his passing till after. And I then said, Rob, which I think is similar to Bob Hope and his 100th birthday. You then brought up Betty White.
Care.
You did.
Okay, again, you're not listening to what I'm saying. I don't care what the rest of the conversation was. The one thing you said in the conversation was so everything before it, blah blah blah. I don't give a fuck, right? Whatever. The Madden conversation has nothing to do with it. You brought up somebody being 99 who was famous and not making it to their 100th. And again, that was a major topic in the world.
You invoked her name.
Okay. All right.
That's all that really matters. You invoked her name.
No. Okay, cool.
Do you deny that?
Right?
Do you deny that part?
I invoked her name to protect her from you.
You didn't protect her. You killed her.
No, apparently I didn't protect her from you because you killed her.
You know what's messed up? The day she died, I was in the store shopping and saw a copy of People that said, Betty White turns 100. I did a Tim the Toolman Taylor and went, oh, no.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. What? Whatever.
Yeah.
We're all very sad that Betty
Yes.
White.
I mean, we are sad.
Peace, Betty White.
I do like the movement that's gone around on the web. I don't know if you saw it, where everybody should donate $5 to a local animal shelter in her name on what would have been her 100th birthday, because that's one of the causes she was big on.
That would be great. I'll say this, that there are a few people that transcend gender, race, age, political beliefs, religious beliefs, that everyone in all of the categories on either side of the equation all love and respect. Betty White was that person that everyone, no matter how fucked up you might have been in the head, you loved Betty White.
Oh, totally.
You know? So, it's sad. It was a very sad day. It sucks. It does suck. So, I do not accept responsibility. I still think in my opinion, that the weight falls on Adam's shoulders, but we miss her. So there you go.
Yeah, board. Is it me or was it Rob? Who would be blamed?
I'm done with it. I said my piece.
You're clearly not done with it. You claim that I'm the stubborn one, but you're just as stubborn. It's like pot and kettle.
I mean, I feel like you guys are co-conspirators.
Oh. So Brian's just burying us both. He's like, I know I didn't say anything.
Yeah, nobody
fuck you guys.
I actually, to be honest with you, I didn't remember this conversation happening.
Yeah, you weren't really with us on Wednesday.
You were not.
Wait, what?
You weren't with us at all on Wednesday.
What do you mean? Yeah, I was here.
Dude, Rob said something. I don't remember the entire show, but Rob was talking about something for like 2 minutes, and then he said something to you, and you go, "Yeah, I'm not sure what you were talking about." And we're like, "Wait, what?" Brian, he's like, he was responding to you, whatever it was. He wasn't even like responding to me.
Yeah. And this recap brought to you by markdowngear.com. Yeah, it's still a thing.
DP says it's not your fault. It's B. Arthur's. There we go. Let's just put it on her.
Fucking B. Arthur.
Thank you for being a friend. All right, let's get to the almost as tragic, but not quite as tragic. The demise of Tony Khan in the IWC. I just got to first put out there, regardless of what you say about AEW and WWE, Vince McMahon doesn't tweet about talent, especially after you've just chosen not. I mean, Big Swole was not fired, Brian, right? She was just not re-signed.
No, she chose not to resign.
Okay,
whether or not she chose not to resign, or they didn't offer a contract.
That might be the gray area,
right?
Like whether she turned them down or whether they did not. Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
The point is the contract was up. There was no new one.
Right.
And Tony, open mouth, insert foot, said, look, you just weren't good enough. There's plenty of people of color here that matter. You weren't one of them, kind of thing. And I thought the biggest slap in the face was the end part of that tweet. Tune into Rampage Friday.
Yeah, that was that beyond everything else in the conversation, which is a very much needed conversation. The ending line may have been the most dickhead thing I think I've ever seen. Maybe not ever seen, but it's definitely in there. Like, that's a real shitty thing you've done there.
Like, to me, it showed his ignorance, Rob.
Oh, it absolute. No, to me, it showed his lack of empathy or just basic understanding of things. Look, and I see a couple of people on the board saying, "Oh, she couldn't wrestle." I disagree. Big Swole, and we could take the race part out of it. I mean, there is enough here to chew on that us three white guys don't even need to discuss the race part and step outside of our lane. So we can put that to the side, right? Big Swole was asked a question. She gave an honest answer. She gave an answer to that falls in line with what fans and other wrestlers have been,
us specifically, Rob.
Well, yeah, but also other wrestlers and people who in the wrestling community have been saying for many years. She didn't break the mold by the stuff she was saying. It was just she was the first person who had been under contract with them to actually say these things. But everyone else,
Brian Cage's wife is the closest thing other than her.
Everyone else has been making his observations. So Tony Khan could go fuck himself on that point, right?
And what she said, I feel like what you're saying, Rob, had a lot of validity to it. It's not like she was just pulling it out of thin air.
Right. It was her personal experience. She wasn't shitting on AEW. She didn't go in there with the intent. She didn't go in there and do a fucking punk on fucking Cabana podcast about AEW. It wasn't that level. It was a question. She gave her experience. She says, "Here's some things I think that they're doing wrong." And she said she would be happier somewhere else.
And it sounded like in a constructive criticism kind of way. It didn't sound like a dickish way.
Well, right. It sounded like somebody who as a wrestler looking to this new brand to come out, that's making the promises to all those wrestlers that here's another option and that it's going to be a better option, and then it turns out to not necessarily come through the way it's been promised. I think that that can be kind of hurtful to some of these people, some of these wrestlers. I do. Beyond that,
Well, and I don't want to interject on you real quick, but also the week prior, he made a comment about how they're going to continue to upgrade their roster, implying that the people he started with weren't good enough.
I saw that too. I saw that one. I thought not enough people actually talked about that one.
Well, because this overshadowed it, Rob.
Definitely. Now I'm gonna jump to you in a minute, Brian, because I know you're chopping at the bit on this one. But just to kind of to close it out, Big Swole, right, is I think everybody knows Cedric Alexander's wife, right? Big Swole is in the wrestling community.
Ouch, Juan.
That is people who are wrestlers that do this for a living, who travel the road. They meet in locker rooms. They train in schools together. They work at all the different indies in Japan. They travel. These people in this carny industry of wrestling. Ariel is extremely well respected.
Ariel, for those that don't know, is Big Swole.
Extremely well respected. Not just for her acumen in the ring, but in the way she gives back to the wrestling community, as far as pushing people that are still working to get their crafts, training people, giving opportunities to people. Again, I said we don't need to talk about the racial element of all this, but she's somebody in the black community that is very uplifting.
Also in the female community.
Well, sure, absolutely.
I mean, she was well liked in that locker room.
What?
In other locker rooms.
So you're fucking up by doing that, being an asshole to somebody who is well respected. And honestly, I was talking to Kara earlier, and I was like, the one thing that I've always learned about black women being married to one is that as pissed as they get at each other from time to time as anybody else does, they don't down each other, right? They don't try to fucking I can't remember the word I was using earlier. They don't try to ruin. They all respect their fight. You know what I mean? And what Tony Khan did was he took somebody who's respected and he childishly, tried to burn her out in a text, in a tweet.
Do you think he was drunk when he did it?
No, I think he's just ignorant, Brian.
Yeah, I think he's a millionaire with a group of G.I. Joe toys in his bedroom, and ain't nobody gonna fucking tell him how to play with his toys other than him.
Yeah, I think it was a very telling insight to him, and he's not one of those people, Brian, that has somebody else write his tweets. He rates them. He's on.
Oh yeah, you can definitely tell by the way. Yeah, you're totally right. One of the tweets that I wanted to. I don't know if you guys saw this. Did you guys see the tweet from his name is Alfred Kanua? I think he's like a wrestling journalist or something. I don't know if I shared it to you guys, but let me read it real quick.
Go ahead.
It says, my man Tony Khan was able to name all the black people who won on TV this month in a single tweet, while still having enough room in said tweet to shade Big Swole's wrestling and promote #AEW Rampage. And this was supposed to prove that they're good at diversity.
That was the one that caught my eye, Brian, about when I mentioned the stay tuned for Rampage on Friday.
Yeah.
Right. But Brian, Rob and I have been very vocal about our thoughts with AEW, and Big Swole kind of gave a lot of credence to a big part of ours in regards to the women's division. You, as an AEW lover, part of that cult, whatever you want to call yourself, how did this affect your opinion of both AEW and TK?
Yeah, I mean, really, it's more so a reflection of Tony. I'm not necessarily AEW as a whole, because I feel like a lot of the wrestlers there feel the same way that Swole does. Like, they all, for the majority, I would say, back her. Actually, I don't think there's anyone that wouldn't back her.
I can't think of it.
Well, because I think about people, and I'm not a fan of Joey Janela, but he was a major player in the early days. You can't just cite his injury as why he's gone from TV. Sonny Kiss was on a lot more. Not anymore. Private Party. They've been phased into the Megala group. That is the Hardy family office with Butcher Blade and fucking Hybrid 2. Pac. Where's Pac been? I know he's got travel issues sometimes here and there, but he's not featured. Miro hasn't been on TV. Andrade's not been on TV. Haven't seen Archer or Cage in God knows how long. Team Taz doesn't wrestle unless it's Hook with everybody nuts over. I mean, like, I would think that there's a lot of people backstage of what Swole's saying, like, hey, you keep bringing in new talent, and I'm sorry, but my career, I want more than a 7-minute match on Dark.
You're not wrong. But, well, going back to, like, other wrestlers there, and so actually, I don't know if you guys have saw it, but Powerhouse Hobbs, he was one of them that actually supported Tony.
Did you see Leo Rush?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did also, right?
He at first was on Big Swole's corner, and then he sent another tweet out that supported Tony.
Well, because he said that he talked to Tony, and they, I guess, hashed out whatever kind of problems that Leo had with Tony. So I guess they squashed their beefs, if you will.
I gotta read this just so he knows. Juan says, well, I know Adam can't tell Mexican from Guatemalan, and I'm Guatemalan, but I still love Adam. Dude, Medine's one of our best friends. I always, like, if I call him even Hispanic, he's like, dude, I'm Puerto Rican. Like, you know, like, oh, sorry. Like, I get it. The Hispanic community is very proud of which country they hail from. Yeah. They do not like being lumped in. And I wouldn't. That's why I try to say Hispanic or Latino, because I know not to say the wrong country.
I call Juan a Mexican because it pisses them off.
Oh, okay. So Rob does it on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me, bitches.
Daniel Price says, "Man, you wouldn't believe the number of AEW diehards that are defending him." Here's the thing about AEW diehards, and I don't even have to bring in race to make this point, but I could. Mm-hmm. The AEW diehards, I'm sorry, they don't seem to care, at least the ones on camera side, about women's matches. They just don't seem to give a fuck. And I don't know if TK's watching that and just going, look, they're not clapping, so we're only going to put one on per episode. Or if there's a legitimacy to what I read a long time ago on a dirt sheet, Brian, that TBS is saying only one. Or TNT.
Well, I mean, they're moving to TBS, so maybe on Dynamite we'll get 2 matches next week. Or this week, rather.
But you see how it feels weird that it's every single week. Now, story dictates you don't have to. I mean, there's plenty of times other shows have had one women's match, a 2-hour program. But it wasn't every single week for 3 fucking years.
I just want to say that I was right back in the early days
about
of
Betty
AEW
White?
when I would constantly make the argument that that they were getting all these inexperienced younger guys that didn't deserve to be on a top tier program yet, but maybe one day could be. And now what's happening? All the people are showing up. So now
all those guys are
funneling away. I'm sorry.
Hey, I gotta give the devil his due. Rob did say that, and now that you've made your point, I agree with you. You're right.
Yeah.
Because there were some guys that weren't there. Like we even said, I liked Private Party's gimmick, but they probably should have been on Elevation or Dark from the beginning. You know, I mean, there's just they had a lot of green to work with.
You gotta make your way up to the main show, kid. You know, you gotta work your dues.
Where's the mouse to get the music going? But your girl, Red Velvet, she definitely should not be on TV.
Oh, I don't know where that's.
Just
what's wrong with Red Velvet?
Dude, have you there's a Twitter account called AEW Botches, and like she dominates them. They made a nice compilation of her just doing, what is it, the one move, the standing senton?
I think it's a standing moonsault.
Moonsault. They made a compilation just of that. The only thing they didn't use was your Careless Whisper Wham music, Rob.
Yeah, we're going to talk about Roman, Juan. We're going to talk about Roman.
Oh. Yeah, we're going to talk about day one next, Roman.
She should just stop doing that move. All she has to do is be hot and take the ropes. Take them up and take the ropes. That's all you got to do.
There's other moves that she's made that site for. She does tope suicidos.
Yeah. Like eating complete shit.
Again.
Suicide dives when she scorpions herself.
Again, she just needs to do, ropes, headlocks, take bumps, and be pretty.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Yeah, by the way, did you see that botch? Was it Penelope from Rampage? I only want to point this out because there was a bunch of people on Twitter that said that Ty Conti bladed to get the blood. Go check the fucking tape. Penelope Ford's moonsault, her fucking knee crushes Ty Conti's nose, and Karma's a bitch. But that's why she's bleeding everywhere.
Yeah, look,
Karma's a bitch. That's mean.
There's plenty of times.
Whole record.
Okay. Yeah, that made me forget what I was going to say.
He said there has been plenty of times.
I don't remember. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm sure it was fascinating, and you're all losing out on
Oh, Rob, DP just pointed out why you defended the standing moonsault for Red Velvet. Because she can never hit it, and you can never hit her.
I don't think there are certain celebrity presences that are like, if 10 is never, ever, ever a fucking shot, and 0,
like Holly Berry and Red Velvet 0.
Yeah, like no, Red Velvet. I mean, Red Velvet. I could probably have.
She's like a 3 or 4.
Like a 50-50 that. I think I'm. She's not famous enough that I couldn't have a chance there.
Oh my God.
I can charm her.
She might think I have something to offer.
Yeah, she's not that famous. She,
Juan did say he loved that match, though.
I have a YouTube show too. Go ahead.
I agree with you, Juan.
All right, so
I enjoyed it.
we've got our Rumble pick, and we're gonna draw numbers for the tattoo challenge tonight. But before we get there, we got to talk about day one.
Day one.
I don't really give a shit about day one other than the main event. So let's just fast forward through all the other stuff. Roman Reigns has COVID. He's not going to fight Brock. And what do we get instead?
Wait. Let's not get there yet. Let's take this step by step.
Okay.
There's many layers to this onion in this conversation.
Really?
I do.
But how is that not the start of the onion?
I think the first layer you touched on was Roman has COVID. Pause. Do we think Roman, did he release his status himself? Do you think?
What I asked you?
Right.
Yeah, Brian, I posed the question to Rob off air. Did Roman say, I'm going to tweet this so everybody knows why I'm not there? Vince is like, don't you do it. Don't you do it. I don't want them to know you're COVID. Like, they could have said his flight was delayed, because they don't want to mention it. But because he tweeted it, they used it all night in their graphic.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, they've been quiet about COVID and not being, kind of hush-hush about the whole, even just the word itself. So it's kind of surprising, but
Vince is probably like, I think Vince was like, you know what? The last time everybody liked Roman was when they found out he had cancer and everybody loved him. So let's do it. Now you've got the Rona. Everyone loves you again. That's what
next. It's going to be herpes.
See, now I thought it could be vice versa. I thought there could be a different angle to this. I thought Roman could have told Vince, I'll say this for you instead. I have COVID. When in fact he didn't. He didn't want to report because
they're not testing.
Well, yeah. I mean, just remember he made his line in the stand.
Ooh, wow. Yeah, you are. I'm looking for the tinfoil hat. You going a little far?
Well, no. But let's just go with what we know.
Right.
It was very public that he disappeared from TV and from WWE during COVID because his autoimmune system was compromised from the cancer.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And he was at risk.
Yep.
And he didn't want to be there.
Yep.
Now we have an outbreak running through everywhere.
Yes.
And he doesn't want to be there.
I agree. The roads converge.
There's no foil.
The roads converge to your point, and then they just kind of they break off.
Why?
Because once you get to the top, you're kind of.
Well, he did leave right after they announced they weren't testing anymore.
No,
it happened the same.
Thank you.
I understand.
That's where I'm like, oh, maybe he's right.
It's not a crazy theory. It's not as crazy as some of my other fucking bullshit.
If you just run over me every time, then I won't be able to. It's perfect then, Look, I don't think that. Again, we've talked about it before. It's $1 billion company. I don't think they're like, hey, we need you to do us a favor and cover our ass and say you got COVID. Because you don't want to come in and make us look bad. I don't think they would go to those. I don't think they would do that. Honestly, I think if somebody like Roman Reigns put his foot down on something and said, if you want me, or we had to have certain standards, I think he can make change. So to just say,
but he did that before,
and
no change was really made.
Okay.
Patience Kelly, Vast Tech. What's
Cool.
that?
I think there's plenty of people who would side with him.
No,
At this point, which would give him power in that sense.
well, what I was saying is before he said, I'm not coming back till there's a vaccine, and he came back before a vaccine.
Not disputed. I'm not disputing at all.
So his credibility's off, too.
Well, I'm not disputing. I'm just saying, well, they probably had certain precautions to have him agree to come back the first time. Okay, we're going to do testing all the time. We're going to do this and that and the other. Will you come back? Okay, fine, I'll come back. And now, again, I just think for a $1 billion company to say, hey, can you tweak this out so we don't look bad? I just think no. No.
Okay, and now I want to add the only other part of my argument that I have here, Rob.
You trying to say something, Brian? Did I cut you off? I'm sorry.
No, all I wanted to say was it looked like who said it? I'm sorry, DP said Lashley won.
Lashley won what? A number one contendership?
No, didn't he have a match against Brock tonight? Didn't they have a rematch or no?
I don't know.
Who had a rematch?
I thought they had a rematch tonight.
No, they did the fatal 4-way, and the winner is going to take on Brock at
Rumble. Or some bullshit
Lashley
like
won.
that.
There we go. That's all. So he's facing Brock. Okay, that's all.
Right. So
what do you?
Yeah. What?
So here's the thing that I also want to put out there. The show starts. You guys, for a change, I had nothing to do. I watched the pre-show.
Yeah.
On the pre-show, at the very end of it, they announced that Roman's out because of COVID. And Pat McAfee says, yeah, COVID's a son of a bitch, but we're going to march on no matter what and get through it. It's not going to ruin our night. And I was like, wow, that's incredibly insensitive. Then the pre-show ends. They flash the, pirating whatever thing up there. They show their intro video. Pat McAfee says the same fucking thing. COVID's a son of a bitch, but we're not going to let it ruin our time. We got day one here, blah, 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 blah. This is, and it wasn't segued into or out of them announcing that Roman wasn't going to be in the match yet. They would do that in a minute, but it was just like, for that line to come twice, made it feel like somebody scripted this and told them to tell Pat McAfee, look, business as fucking usual. Stop skipping our events that we're not selling out but 3,000 seats and start showing up to our home shows. Like, it's what I felt like it was Vince targeting the crowd that shouldn't care. I don't know.
No,
something's up.
Yeah, I think, okay.
You think I'm just full of shit?
Yeah, I think you're reading into a lot of things.
Anybody on the board think I'm full of shit too?
Yeah.
DP says he can't stand McAfee.
Well, nobody can stand McAfee. Yeah. He's an uptight bitch, and people like him. I don't know what the point you're trying to. Are you trying to say that they're making him say?
No, I'm trying to say that
he's an insensitive asshole.
I'm trying to say that the company stance is like many people across America's stance. Like, fuck it. I'm not going to let it control my life anymore. I'm going to just do whatever. I don't care. And I feel like WWE was saying that too. And the reason it was coming full circle is like, that's why Roman wasn't there.
No,
it's not a true positive COVID test.
I don't think it's any of that. I don't think, I think here's the simplest answer for all of it. Roman has COVID.
Yeah, they got COVID. Yeah.
Right? Roman got fucking COVID. Wait, no, hold up. I'm in the middle of mine now. Roman has COVID. There's simple answer number one. Simple answer number two, McAfee's an insensitive asshole. Or, on the other hand, it is something that people try to say is, let's not let COVID ruin our day. It's as easy as those 1 to 2 things. This whole conspiracy of Donald Duck and Howard the Duck teaming up to fight. I mean, all this weird shit you're doing. No, it's just Roman has COVID. McAfee's an idiot.
All I want to know is why ducks are pantless. Except for when they get out of the shower, they wrap the towel around their waist.
That's a really good point.
It's weird.
That's a really good point.
Walk around with no pants. Then they get out of the shower and they wrap a towel around.
Wow.
Right?
Well, you said Howard and Donald. That's what I thought of.
No, that's actually, you know what? I hate to ever throw
Howard wore pants though, didn't he?
No.
He didn't?
No. Howard wore pants.
Ducks don't have legs.
No, Howard wore pants.
They have those little
Howard wore pants. He had a
in the Hawaiian shirt.
He had a hole for his tail, and he wore pants.
I see.
Well, Donald definitely didn't, and when he got out of the shower, he put the towel on.
No, the Donald one is great. It was a really, really good point. You ruined it by wanting to go deeper into the Howard. Now it sounds stupid.
Yeah, he definitely wore pants. Yeah.
Yeah, DP is reading between the lines on me. He says, what Adam is saying is WWE corporate used McAfee as a mouthpiece to say, don't let COVID ruin our business. And Duckman didn't have pants.
I don't think it was that deep of a conversation. I really don't.
Dan's and Duckman.
I forgot about that.
I don't think the words are that deliberate that somebody was scripting it out.
All right, let's move on to the other parts of day one reaction.
Fucking Christ. Okay. Sorry, I stopped there.
Brock is added to the match, makes it a fatal 5-way so that he can still vie for the title, and wins. Now, before we talk about him winning the belt, I just want to throw this out there to both of you. There's no way in fucking hell that this was the plan because he wasn't supposed to be in the match. So what fucking plan did they throw out and decide to change to Brock winning here? And is it what, like, the board is saying? Are they going to some unification match at Mania or something?
Yes. Yeah.
Because if they are, then they just pulled the trigger early. There's no way they decided in a 24-hour span.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what the
What's up, Rocky? Trivia's coming.
Was the original storyline that they had created for Brock and Roman, was it that fucking good that they were like, let's scrap the other side's storyline so we can keep it going?
Let's fuck Big E over.
Yeah. So, and
oh, sorry, we're not at that part yet.
Well, I mean,
no, let's stay on the one part for a second.
What part are we talking about? What are we talking about?
Like, this obviously before they had to make the change from Brock and Roman to Brock being part of a fatal 5-way. Before that, I mean, Brian, obviously Brock couldn't win that match. He wasn't in it.
Part of me,
right? Yeah.
Part of me believes.
So what did they scrap on that side?
Part of me believes that the original plan was that the winner of the fatal 4-way, right, would be champion and somehow would end up fighting Brock at Rumble anyway.
That's what they were saying on the board, is what the board was thinking.
Oh, well,
was that Brock was going to go against the Raw champion anyway at Rumble.
Well, I don't know. Did you guys see the graphic that WWE put out? Like, it looks like they put it out accidentally and then deleted it really quick. It had Big E retaining.
Okay, so then it would have had Big E and... Okay, but still the point...
And then it would have had Big E losing at Rumble.
Right. So the point is that what the paths that we're going to cross here originally were going to be Roman and Brock, belt for belt at Mania as the main event. That was going to be the big fucking main event for Vince this year.
No, do you really think that?
Oh, absolutely.
Because if they're going to a unification, we all agree there's no way they just decided in the last 48 hours or whatever to do this unification. It was always a plan. They just pulled the trigger early.
Right, because it was going to be Brock anyway.
Right, so they just pulled the trigger early.
Yeah, Brock somehow would have lost to Roman, and would have been so hungry to, one, have a title, and two, to get back to Roman, that he would go and just bum rush the fucking Raw roster and take that belt. And make it worth Roman's, that's how I see it. But
I want to know what DP is smoking tonight, because normally he's not this just crazy. He's way out on a limb here. I think the plan was for Zayn to interfere and cost Brock against the match for Roman. Then he says the long game for SmackDown is Drew versus Roman. Who the fuck wants to see Drew versus Roman?
God, nobody. Not one fucking person. No. Hey, somebody tell me who won.
I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong, DP. I'm saying who the fuck wants to see that, I guess, is more what I'm saying. That's just insane to me.
Somebody tell me who won the Fatal 4-Way match tonight on the board.
No, we already announced it. Lashley did.
Okay. Oh, I didn't hear you say that. I'm sorry.
Rocky says, I'd rather have Lashley against Brock instead of Goldberg. Now, that is the thing. Brock and Lashley, people have clamored for a long time.
Yeah, anybody would. Yeah, we've been talking about that for years.
Well, it's finally happening.
Well, right.
Do we care?
Instead of Goldberg.
Is this it, though? But, I mean, we finally are getting it at Rumble now. Rob? You just agreed with me. Brian would agree with us. We've all been asking for it.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I want the match, but I think the potential for the build between those two could have been so tasty. And if all we're gonna get is,
we still got 3 weeks of build.
No, I feel like those two could have a couple months of a good kind of low heat and then mid heat and then fucking high heat. I forget that Brock is not there all the time, so it's kind of hard to really do that.
Well, and MVP is the mouthpiece for Bobby. Brock doesn't have one, so it's kind of twisted.
Brock has Paul. Paul was there tonight.
Yeah, he's got Paul.
Yeah.
Oh, Paul's back?
Yeah.
Paul's just going to screw him over. The long game is Paul to screw him over so the tribal chief wins.
I agree. I feel like that's kind of what they're doing right now.
That would be a big fucking, and again, that would be a huge Mania main event moment, wouldn't it? Paul Heyman fucks over Brock Lesnar for the title unification to Roman Reigns. I mean, that headline, that's immortal. I say what you want about Brock or Roman. That is something that in 20 years from now, some shit podcast like ours would be talking about that match.
Okay, right? So I don't know if we're keeping score at home, but Rob just scored a point. He's not playing trivia tonight, he's hosting, but I was not behind the whole unification match thing, like thinking that this is really the case until he just kind of sold me on that. Like, that's a WrestleMania moment. You know, Roman, who has been champ all year, would do it again. Now, I thought.
And let's be fair, real quick. I'm sorry, real quick. Let's be fair. And nobody's hated Roman more than I.
Oh yeah, check the tape.
Roman has gotten better. I mean, to be fair, in the ring, in the matches, Roman has gotten a lot better. So
his heel persona not being the face that doesn't chase. That was, I think, his always problem. He was the face that didn't chase.
His problem was in the ring. I mean, he still does the Superman punch and but his the way he tells his story now is less 1, 2, 3 step, 1, 2, 3 step. It's more generic. It's more emotional.
Okay, the one thing that Hogan, Austin, and Cena had in common, Rob, is that all of them on their chases took beatdowns before they got over at the end of their chase.
Yeah.
Roman doesn't get beat down on his chases. He was like, I'm going to beat everybody on the way to beating everybody, to just continuing to beat everybody. Like, that was the problem of face Roman. Yeah. As a heel, that works. I'm just, fuck you, I'm going to win. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to win. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to do whatever I need to, but I'm going to win. Like, now it works. It's a switch of the gimmick. It's the same fucking booking.
Yeah.
It's just it doesn't work as a face. You have to get your ass kicked as a face so that you can rise above. You and I grew up rooting for that fucking red and yellow bastard, because we saw him just overcome the odds and hulk up, and he slammed Andre.
Right.
I mean, that's what's great. I mean, that was never Roman as a face. That was the problem.
Yeah. So, yeah, what you said. What's next, Captain?
This is real Rob. He makes more sense tonight. I think they're referring to your Wednesday shows that you show up half cocked because you're always a little drunk on Wednesday.
I am always a little drunk on Wednesday.
Yeah. Hey, you're so much louder too. The Rock comes out on Raw the next night and tells Reigns he's got 364 days to get ready for him at next WrestleMania. DP, that's terrible.
Let's just vote on it.
Because that means Reigns holds it for another year.
Let's just vote on this right now and get this into the universe, because I'm so fucking... okay. Brian, Adam, show of hands, who thinks that Roman and Rock are ever going to have a match? Okay. So there's one out of 3.
Ever, yes. Ever, yes.
Okay, I say no. I say they're never going to. We always hear that. Oh, this is going to be the Mania where fucking Gary gets dropped in the Street Profits and
okay.
And fucking.
Wait,
you know what I mean?
Now I have long nutted myself at the possibility of an AJ HBK match. For the last 5 years, I think they have both been in the same company, and it's never come close to being anything. Guess what? HBK is not related to AJ. There's no reason for them to do it other than the money or whatever else they might throw at them. The Rock and Roman, from the company stand that made him, it's his cousin. It would put butts in the seats. I think there's a reason that Rock has not gone into the Hall of Fame yet. I think he wants one last run. I don't know.
I don't think he does.
I think he could do. He needs to be in. He only needs to wrestle one match.
He doesn't.
He doesn't even need to wrestle any matches.
He doesn't need to do
okay.
anything.
Now that's true too. No, that's true too. I can't argue with that at all. He could sit there and go, look at those people think I'm coming back. You're right.
No, he doesn't even care. He doesn't even listen to that. I mean, look, he's a made man. He climbed that pillar. He beat that industry.
Does he at least come back for Hall of Fame then?
Yeah, for the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
For a dog and pony show to come out there and cut a promo on somebody once in a while. Yeah. I don't think he wants to be in a storyline for a year and take bumps again.
No, but I don't think you have to be in storyline for a year. If he showed up after the Rumble to like just point at the sign and point at Roman, that's different. He doesn't have to like show up that, and he could have a couple pre-recorded segments. He doesn't even have to go on the road.
There's no way in hell. Fuck you, Adam. There's no way in hell that you have Rock. You have The Rock. The one, the only, the fucking minister of promos, The Rock, in a program, and you have him maybe pre-recorded segments. No.
Yeah, after the initial challenge that he does in front of a live crowd, he's not going to travel with him for 2 months. If it were to be after the Rumble to Mania,
then you're not using Brock. You can use as a brute once in a while because he's a brute once in a while. The Rock, his talent
he comes out and has that huge moment.
His Rock is not that he's a big brute guy. It's not even that he's that great of a fucking wrestler. Is that his promo and his delivery captivates crowds, and if you're gonna use him, you use him what he's strong at. I mean, fucking for Christ's sake.
Fucking Juan. I won't put my cousin over. I'm an asshole. I will never do it. I think he's like imitating. Yeah, wow.
No,
all right.
Good job, man. You get yourself over. Roman's doing fine. Rock doesn't need to come and save him. Roman is fine.
No, I think everybody just thinks The Rock because he's been beating everyone on the roster.
Everybody thinks The Rock because everybody wants The Rock.
And he's related.
Everybody wants The Rock.
And he's related.
There's a lot of people that we wanted, and we had buyer's remorse.
Final points on day one, CM Punk. Final points on day one reaction. Why'd they have to pin Big E?
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you said that.
Because here's the other thing. You know who else's first title run was ended by Brock?
Kofi.
Yup.
I
kind of unceremoniously was one F5.
I think.
Do you remember that?
I think tonight.
Other people take more than one F5.
I get that. Tonight is that picture of Charlie when he's fucking when he's doing the conspiracy wall. Yeah, Adam is doing the fucking
Charlie from Sunny.
Just fucking going at it. Everything's got a
there is no Pepe Sylvia.
Everything's got a double meaning to Adam tonight. So
Carol. There's no Carol in HR.
Okay, my microphone is on low battery. So if we're gonna do trivia, we better do it.
All right. Well, that's my final thing. Mine is on low battery too.
Yeah.
So real quick, update to the Rumble picks.
See if we get through it.
Update to the Rumble picks. I am picking Asuka as my surprise, not Bayley as my change. My winners, I'm still going with AJ, and I'm going with Bayley as my winner, but Asuka as my surprise.
Do you have our other ones already?
No, I threw it out immediately after last week.
Okay.
I was cleaning up and immediately threw it away. I looked for it on Wednesday.
Oh, I remember I said Bianca with the women, and then
yes.
I said Montez Ford with the men.
Really?
I'm keeping it there for
And who's your surprise?
my surprise is
You said Orton, I remember, Brian, last week. Do you want to change that?
Orton. Is he on the roster?
Yeah, for the men's. For the men's winner, you picked Orton last week.
Oh.
No, I'll keep that.
Okay, because it was in St. Louis, remember?
Yeah, that's right. I do want to change. I think I had Sasha last time. I want to change it to Bayley.
You did have
I think Sasha's hurt also, by the way. I don't know if you guys heard that. I don't know. Yeah. Bayley.
COVID.
She slipped on the way to get her vaccination.
Who's your surprise? I think you picked Bayley as your surprise last time.
Yeah. It is. She's my surprise, and she's my winner.
Okay. See, I went with since she was my winner. Now I went with Asuka as my surprise. Who's your surprise?
I don't know. Doink. We'll say Doink this week.
It's Doink. Okay.
I can change it next week.
From the voice of the Beyond the Grave. All right. And we'll pick numbers for the tattoo challenge in a minute. Rob's gonna do trivia first.
Okay. All right. Board. Tell me if my mic starts to like act stupid and shit.
Yeah, because we don't know what low battery means. Like, is that like 10 miles to empty?
Yeah. So that might happen. All right. So let's do this. Where's it at? Oh.
And now it's time for a little marked out trivia.
All right, so Adam, you got to write down. So we're gonna do just like we did last week. There's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4 categories, 5, 10, 15 point values, and at the end you can wager. Can I have my pen back? Oh, how are you gonna write your answers? You're a difficult person. You know that? you're a difficult person, and it's very hard to like you. I don't have a fucking another pen.
How are you gonna have trivia where I got to write something down and you didn't provide a pen?
Because
that same question could be: pain is temporary, but the game is forever. Even a heart attack. Juan says. Hey Juan, heart attacks are no joke, man. I get to play that card now, so yeah. I get to look down all the time and see this. This is the thing that's I don't think I showed you, or maybe I did, Brian. This is the thing that's fucked up. Is I have this little, probably
okay. Stop talking. You're
dot-sized thing on my wrist.
Okay.
That's the scar from looking at my heart.
The stint or whatever. Is
Yeah,
that what it
on
is?
my wrist.
Oh fucking wah you. Okay.
It's crazy. I was stalling so you can get a pen, jackass.
I got a pen
he
because
was
you took my
sharing
pen.
his emotions, bro.
God.
He took my pen.
Trying to connect with the audience as we say goodbye.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So remember, you both start with 100 points, and you get to add to it for your wager at the end. Okay.
All right.
Here are your categories for tonight. We have Star Trek.
Oh,
come on.
Yeah. Wrestling.
Oh.
that one's back.
Pop Culture Potluck.
That one's back.
And aliens. Aliens. All right. So, are you taking pictures of me? What are you doing? Are you
Maybe.
Yeah, are you getting ready to cheat? Are you doing? Okay.
No, I have everything closed.
Who won? Adam won last time, right?
Yes, I won last time.
All right, Brian, we'll let you go first.
All right, my hands are right here.
Okay.
Make sure you keep score right.
I am fine. Thank you. You were the one fucked up last time. Go ahead. Pick your category.
Can I do potpourri for 10?
Potpourri for 10. All right, potpourri for 10. Let's see.
Potluck potpourri. Wait, so
All right.
I got to write the answer down too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you both get.
Oh, I have to write it in. Okay.
Yeah, you both get it, right? Okay.
Yeah, is this the movie Aliens or just Aliens?
The fucking category title is aliens.
Like illegal aliens?
It's fucking aliens. That's what the category title is aliens. You don't get. Nobody goes to fucking Trebek and say, hey, so is that this kind of aliens or is it?
No, because he would tell you. He'd go, these are.
No, he would
this
say
is
that-
about. No, he would say.
No, he would say the category title is aliens, which could have many fucking meanings to it. Yeah. Oh my god, I hate you some days so badly. All right. Fuck.
It's
All right.
always the days when you're fighting with someone else. Just saying.
You said Pop Culture Potluck? For 10?
I did.
Okay,
I
for
did.
10 points. All right. What was the first movie to star Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan? What was the first movie to star Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan?
How many
For
points
some
for this
reason, I was
word?
just thinking
For 10
Tom
points.
Cruise. Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan.
All right, Brian gets first crack at it. You still get the points if you get it right, Adam. Okay, Brian.
I know it's not right, but I'm going to say it anyway.
What is it?
Because it was a good movie. Milk Money.
Neither one of them is even in Milk Money. That's Ed Harris and Melanie Griffin.
Oh, Melanie Griffith. I
Yeah.
get her mixed up. That's right.
Adam.
It's Joe versus the volcano, Rob.
Yes, Joe versus the volcano.
And Meg Ryan plays 3 roles.
Yeah, right. Okay. All right, so Adam
Damn
takes the board.
No, it's not Sleepless in Seattle, Juan. That was their second.
Okay, just keep going with the show.
I want to go Pop Culture Potluck for 15.
15
Rob.
points. All right. Are you ready, Brian? You're in this too. You still get points.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I am.
Where did Ash Williams work at before battling the undead? Where did Ash
You don't
Williams
even need to
work?
use the timer. Oh, wait. Brian's got
Brian
a time to write it
Brian
down.
gets a timer.
Wait, where did he work?
Where did
before...
Ash Williams work at before battling the undead? Where did he work at? Name of his employer.
Oh, the name?
Ashley, you said Ashley Williams, right?
I said Ash Williams.
Oh, yeah. It's Ashley.
Yeah. Okay. Calm down.
Well, I think Adam's giving it away.
Okay.
Ashley Furniture.
Okay. You're not first here. So,
Oh,
Adam.
That would be S-Mart. Shop Smart. Shop
Shop
S-Mart.
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct.
no,
Brian
not Ashley
did
Furniture.
not get it right.
Damn it.
Yeah, I guess Brian just gets answer every one of them first, but
No.
Yeah, I mean, after I write them down.
yeah,
No.
because
Well, I mean, you obviously
No, you're just
curated
gonna-
these
you're gonna get the-
questions.
No, because I write it down so he can see that I've already written it down, and then you answer verbally.
by winning the question, you get control of the board, right? But
Yeah.
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 Well, no, fuck it, we'll keep going. All right.
No, I want to. We're playing real rules.
All right, you're good. We'll keep the rules the way they were. So
Yeah.
Close out Pop Culture Potluck, Rob. 5 points.
5 points. Pop culture potluck. What group was made up of Violent J and Shaggy Two Dope? What group was made up of Violent J and Shaggy Two Dope?
Brian knows this one.
Yeah, I know this one.
All right.
We don't need 20 seconds.
Yeah, we
He's
don't
written
need
it down. I wrote it down.
Adam?
Insane Clown Posse, ICP.
Insane Cloud Posse ICP. Brian? ICP.
ICP.
Hey,
Right.
hey, worth noting, Colonel Bob is a juggalo who loves Fago.
He is.
He is. He's a
really huge juggler. All right.
Huge
Adam
joke.
keeps control of the board.
All right.
All right. Adam, you have aliens, Star Trek, or wrestling.
I'm going to go Star Trek for 10.
Star Trek for 10 points.
Yeah, I hate it too, DP, but I love Army of Darkness, so with you there.
Yeah, bro. What do you say? You didn't like what?
Says I love Army of Darkness, I hate ICP.
Oh, everything.
He actually says
Yeah.
I fucking hate ICP.
Although they have a couple catchy songs. It's not. Okay, anyway. All right. You said how much? 10 points?
Yeah.
Okay, Star Trek for 10 points. In what U.S. city is Starfleet Command located? In what U.S. city is Starfleet Command located? Easy for you to say. In what U.S. city?
Wait. No.
DP, it's hard to like Bob less.
Adam has control, but Brian, you may answer first. Go ahead.
Los Angeles, California.
Oh, so sorry, Adam.
San Francisco.
San Francisco is the answer. I didn't think Adam would get it. All right.
I'm surprised that was that close, though.
You were very close.
Yeah, out of the whole globe to get in the right state was pretty close.
Right.
Not bad. All right. Adam's still got control.
Juan and DP got it.
All right. Cool. Good for them. All right. You're bored.
I'm gonna take Star Trek for 5.
Star Trek for 5 points. What is the name of the collective consciousness cyborgs that destroyed dozens of ships at Wolf 359? What is the name of the collective conscious cyborgs that destroyed dozens of starship ships at Wolf 359?
Yeah, your whiteboard, Brian.
All right, Brian.
There's no fucking. I have no idea. It was Drew McIntyre with his sword. I don't know.
Oh, it's so close. So close, Adam.
The Borg.
That would be the Borg. Yes, that would be the Borg for 5. Was that 5 points? Okay.
Yes.
Adam.
Did he pay you off? Like this is so.
No, I really thought you would be competitive. We have
It's Star Trek. I've never watched an episode.
Well, that's your fault.
That's my. Oh, that's on.
Yeah.
me.
You did get 5 points for ICP.
All right,
Oh,
Adam.
that's true. That's true.
What do you want to do?
I want Star Trek for 15,
Star Trek
Rob.
for 50. He's just digging it in until you can come back. You're going to come back.
Piling it on.
You're going to come back.
Yeah.
I'm avoiding wrestling. I don't want him to get any wrestling questions.
Name all the captains of the Enterprise.
Ooh, all right.
You want to write it down and give it a shot, Brian?
Sure.
All right. I'm going to I'm gonna give you a little.
In which universe?
Name all the captains of the Enterprise. Stop trying to fucking dig in deeper into my question. You've hosted trivia. You know how annoying that shit is.
But it changes.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
It doesn't. All right. Okay. So, Brian, you want to go for it?
Yeah, I think I got it, actually. We have Captain Kirk, obviously.
Yeah.
Captain Spock.
Yes. Yes.
No.
How is that no?
How is Spock the fucking Captain Enterprise?
He put him in charge when he. That's why I asked which universe. In the J.J. Abrams universe, he made
I'm
Spock
talking
the
about the fucking TV show.
Oh, you weren't specific. I didn't know.
You didn't say.
And he was only put in charge.
Okay, so
he's only made captain. Don't you fucking dare.
So then
try
the
to say
TV
no
show,
more.
there's only 3.
Go ahead.
TV show. Okay, we're only going TV show. Okay.
No, I'm sorry. Oh, God damn it! Tonight, I just want to strangle you. Go ahead.
See, even
Captain,
Juan got it.
Captain Dunleavy and Captain Strowman.
Okay, no, you're wrong. All right, you want to go for it now?
Yes.
Okay, who?
Pike, Kirk, Picard.
Pike, Kirk, and Picard. All right, so this is go. No, nobody got any correct answers. On that one. It was Pike, Kirk, Picard, and Archer.
Who the fuck is Archer?
That was Scott Bakula in Starship Enterprise. The fucking name of the show was Starship Enterprise.
But we're not going to count Sulu or Spock from.
No,
Okay.
because they weren't captains of the Enterprise. They had moments of command. That's not being a captain.
Sulu was the captain in the movies of the TV
He
show,
was
the
a captain-
ones with William Shatner.
No, he was a captain of another ship.
Oh, that was the other ship. You're right.
You fucking don't you fucking dare argue Star Trek with me. I take an exception to that.
Con!
No, kids sleeping.
Oh, sorry.
Adam, you have the board.
Yes.
Aliens or wrestling?
Wow, that was 15. That's why that was hard. I'm gonna go with aliens because I don't want Brian to have wrestling, and I'm gonna do aliens for 10, Rob.
Aliens for 10. All right, Brian, you're still in it.
No, he's
Ready. No, I'm still. I have a fighting chance.
Okay. Jeff Bridges made his starring big screen debut in what 80s movie? Jeff Bridges. Category is aliens.
Jeff Bridges.
Ooh.
Oh, what's the one? Shit, I can't think of the name of it. Also, I don't think it's right, but now I can't. Now I can't think of the. Now I can't think of the name of this random movie. I was thinking of.
So, what do you got, Brian?
What's the one? What's the water one?
Waterworld?
No. The one where they're underwater and it's like
The Abyss?
the abyss. That's what I'm.
I thought maybe he was going for Blue Lagoon.
Adam?
Since it's aliens, I went with Starman.
Starman. Yes, Starman.
But he starred in Tron before Starman. So
Were there any? I don't think there were aliens in Tron, though. Were there?
Was he in Tron before Starman?
Tron came out before Starman, and he's the lead in Tron.
I challenge that.
Okay.
I think Starman came out well before Tron.
There's a Starman.
Let's see. Starman
waiting in
movie
the
was
sky.
1984, and Tron, 1982.
Okay.
Can I hear the crow out loud for the podcast people? Can you say that I was right?
I'm wrong. That's the first time.
Do I get more than 10 points
It's not
for
the first
that?
time I've been wrong about something in my fucking life, but also Tron is not about aliens. So
You said his
Exactly.
lead role. That's why I picked Starman, because it was aliens. I knew that was the
stop
wrong
talking.
answer.
Stop talking. Nobody cares. What
But
you
I knew
say.
you'd give me the
It's
points
my
for it.
show. It's my show.
Okay, sorry.
Mics aren't gonna make
he
it if you
Lawnmower
fucking run your
Man,
mouth
too?
too much. All right, pick your fucking category.
I'll take aliens for
I'm
15.
really pissed you're losing, Brian. I'm pissed you're losing. Aliens for
Pick the
15.
categories I don't know.
All right, Brian, here you go.
Yeah.
Here you go. You got this. What is the name of the green co-anchor from Futurama? What is the name of the green co-anchor from Futurama?
No idea. No clue.
I mean, I really want you to beat him, Brian. You have anything? You got 20 seconds.
Avery.
Yes,
Sebastian.
DP. Tron wasn't aliens, but he said which came
We're
first.
already off this. All right, what you got, Brian?
I don't know. I have 0. Alundra Blaze. I don't know.
You're going to cause for the destruction of the planet. Go ahead.
Morbo.
It is Morbo. Yes, Morbo is correct.
Man.
Morbo.
Like you could have done like Sunny trivia. Or
Brian, you could have got.
You would have lost Sunny trivia to me too.
no, it's
You should have got Morbo, man. Come on. All right,
Dude, Morbo will crush you.
Adam.
Let's close it out, Rob. 5 points in aliens.
God damn it.
All right.
We are not going to wrestling, motherfucker.
What is the alien's blood made? What is the alien's blood made of in the Alien franchise? What is the alien's blood made out of in the Alien franchise for 5 points?
Oh, okay. I think I know that.
Halle
Can you write it down? I'll write it down for you.
Okay.
I got my answer.
Oh, cool. You could have said something. What do you got?
Yeah. Acid.
It is made of acid, Brian. Yes.
Woo!
I wrote down acid, Rob.
All right. Adam had acid as well.
Yes.
Fortunately for him. Okay.
All right. We only have wrestling left, and Brian can't catch up, but
He can. We have a wager. Thank you,
oh,
Mr.
we forgot about
Talking
the
like
wager.
you're the host of the show.
Right.
It's not,
Yeah.
You're not the host of the show.
Forgot
So,
about
you know,
the
but you just shut the fuck up and play the
Forgot
game.
about the wager.
The
right.
wager.
All right. 5, 10, or 15, Adam.
I want 10 in wrestling.
10. All right, Brian, you ready?
Ready.
All right. Name the longest reigning U.S. champion in history. And that does include WCW, NWA, and WWE. Longest reigning U.S. champion in history.
All right.
Brian, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, go.
Who is Lex Luger?
Not even really in the top 5. You think about him, though, when you think about the belt. I'm with you. Adam.
He was number 1 for WWE, but I think it's wrong. It's Dean Ambrose.
Dean Ambrose actually is second all
Sting?
time. He is second all time. Longest all time with fuck, I had the number written down. I think 389 days or something like that was Nikita Koloff.
Nikita Koloff.
Nikita Koloff.
Never would have guessed him.
All right, that was
One guessed Rick Rude.
That was Brian's really good chance to catch up. All right, Adam, 5 or 15 in wrestling.
Let's go with 5 because I suck at wrestling.
Okay. Yeah. Look, oh my God, we have it. We have that on audio. Thank you.
I know you're gonna ask questions about NWA and TNA and
you don't need to have an after moment.
WCW.
Okay, here we go. All right. 5 points. What faction was made up from members Kevin Sullivan, Mike Rotunda, Rick Steiner, Steve Williams, and Dan Spivey? What was the name of the faction made up of Kevin Sullivan, Mike Rotunda, Rick Steiner, Steve Williams, and Dan Spivey?
All right, I got that one at least.
You got that? Go ahead, Brian. What do you got?
That would be the Varsity Club.
That would be the Varsity Club, correct? So that's 5 points for Brian, bringing you, right? And then Adam, what did you have?
I wrote down the Varsity Club, bro.
The Varsity Club. All right.
You know why I know that? Because one of them wore a Syracuse jacket.
Fucking thanks a lot there. It was Rotunda, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Here we go for 15 points. Wrestling for 15 points. And
no, I think it might have been Sullivan. No, it was Rotunda.
It was Rotunda. What was Kerry Von Erich's moniker while in the WWF? For 15 points, what was Kerry Von Erich's moniker while in the WWF? Yeah, because Steiner was Bulldogs with Georgia, right? And or was it Michigan?
I thought Steiner was blue.
Michigan, right? No, I'm sorry.
Michigan,
yeah,
yeah.
Michigan.
Yellow and blue.
Yeah, he's Michigan, and
What's his face? Who else was in it?
Sullivan
Williams was Oklahoma.
and Spivey.
Steve Williams.
He was Oklahoma or OK State?
I think Oklahoma.
I think.
All right, what you got for the?
He was the Texas Tornado.
That is correct, Adam. What did you put?
I said.
You said what? What is he laughing at? What is?
It's not funny.
Oh my God! Did you break yourself? Oh my goodness!
I didn't know you meant a name. When you said moniker, I thought that was like his catchphrase. So I just put a lame guess. I wrote the last Von Erich standing.
I don't think he. Oh, I guess he is though. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I won that one. I won points for that one.
You did. You got 15 points for that, which brings us to the wager category. Remember, you have, and here's how many points you have to available to wager.
Well,
Adam,
let's make sure you don't cheat this time.
Adam is available to wager 180 points up to.
All right.
And Brian is able to wager up to 130 points. Okay.
How did I get that many? Okay, sure.
You started with 100. You won.
You get 100 and you barely won any.
Oh my God!
Wait,
I explained that
100?
twice tonight, and I explained it 6 times the last time we played this. You start 100, and we add to it.
Oh, that's
So,
right. I forgot about that.
Is it weird? Brian doesn't pay attention on Mondays. Rob doesn't pay attention on Wednesdays.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Here we go. You guys ready?
Yes.
All
Ready.
right. The category is world population. World population. This Asian nation is the world's most populous country that lies mostly in the southern hemisphere. This Asian nation is the world's most populous country that lies mostly in the southern hemisphere. Come up with your answer and then choose your point value. This Asian nation is the world's most populous country that lies mostly in the southern hemisphere. All right, Brian, what's your wager?
All of it.
All right, going for all of it. Brian for 130 points. What nation?
Wait, nation?
What
I thought it
nation?
was like a city or something.
It says
No?
this Asian nation is the world's most populous country.
So it's not Thailand.
I just had you 20 seconds for you to come up with an answer.
It's Thailand.
Thailand is the most populous nation south of the.
That's my guess.
For all of it.
That makes me really sad for our education system. It really does. It really, really does.
Wait, why?
Oh,
Thailand is there. It's
Man,
there.
I hate that you vote the same way I do because now I'm trying to question myself.
Makes you question everything.
Okay.
Brian agrees with you.
All right, Adam.
I wrote down China.
China, how much did you wager?
0. Because I knew Brian would get it wrong and I didn't want to risk the game.
China is
That's
wrong.
not right either.
See?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew it was wrong, but I knew you were going to get it wrong. That's why I put
Well,
0.
yeah, I mean, I had to go for it.
The answer is Indonesia.
You thought it was about a fucking.
I don't know. I thought it was like a city or I didn't know it was a country. Indonesia's not a country, by the way.
It's a nation.
Which is a country. It's a nation and a country. It's both of those things.
No, it's only.
It's
only
what,
one.
Brian? What is it, Brian?
I think it's a province.
I thought it was an archipelago.
It's
Right?
it's a
I'm pretty
province.
sure.
It's a province of what?
Well, yeah, isn't
it's like Puerto Rico.
Yeah, isn't Siam,
So
Guam,
wait, no, stop, please stop.
Samoa?
Stop, please. No, don't ruin this.
Aren't those all part of it?
Shh, don't ruin this. Yeah. You said it's a province. So we have.
Oh yeah.
What are the other provinces called?
Providence, Rhode Island.
Okay. Yeah.
Calgary, Brian, Calgary.
So Indonesia.
Ottawa.
Just so we know what we're talking about here. Indonesia is a province of the United States. That's what you're saying.
Come on, everyone knows that. Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that.
American Samoa is.
Right. Everyone knows.
America Samoa is a province.
We should do geography.
It's a province of the United States.
It's
Why?
a property.
Why are we friends? Why are we friends? It's a property.
I don't know what it's called.
Samoa is a property.
Like Puerto Rico is. It's like the 51st state. It's 52nd state.
I think it's the 51st. Not like really. I know.
Well, it's called American Samoa, Rob. It's got to be something related to America.
Yes,
but it's not a province. So what is it?
I mean, this is literally.
Yes, it's not a province.
I'm sorry,
that's Canadian.
This is literally like I'm questioning if you guys made it out of junior high. I'm really trying to figure out.
It doesn't matter. I won whatever this prize is tonight.
College somehow.
Yeah, how did you graduate college?
I don't know.
Man. You lost 50 a year. Get the fuck out of here.
You cheated.
Yeah, I cheated.
We lie. We cheat. We steal.
Oh, hey, that's vlog.
They're called territories.
Territory.
Yes, and Indonesia is not an American territory.
Well,
American territory. That's what it is. Hey, Rob's right. It's a territory.
I know I am. I know.
Yeah.
Very. Yeah.
I'm gonna put that in your fucking tombstone. I know.
This is not even a struggle. It's like it's very easily everyone's on my side. So yeah.
Yeah, they're territory.
So Indonesia, country. It's its individual sovereign nation.
And you cursed Betty White.
It may at one time have been part of the English Empire. I'm not sure, maybe, but it's definitely independent now.
Indonesia is an Asian Muslim nation,
yes,
homie.
which just had a huge coup, so that's fun.
All right, so before we go off air tonight, Brian, Rob, and I are going to draw numbers. Brian, you can pick which one of the two of us you want to draw for you, but Rob and I are going to draw for ourselves. This is for our final tattoo challenge. Of course, you know what the tattoo challenge is if you're one of the 3 people on the board.
Yeah.
So
this is draw.
Rob is going to draw first.
All right.
I am going to draw mine right now.
I don't trust that you put numbers 1 through 30 in there.
Rob saw me write them all out.
Yeah, they're good. I won't let him fuck you.
Wow. I wasn't going to that.
You won't what me?
Are you drawing for Brian?
Yes.
Right.
Brian, who's drawing for you?
I want Robert to pick for me.
Okay.
What do you got, Rob?
His show is getting canceled, so
I'll say
he should be the one.
Oh,
yeah. I think mine's tasty. I might be wrong. I hope I'm wrong in my facts, but I think I might be right. Brian has drawn number 5. That's a pretty safe number.
That's a pretty safe number.
Yeah.
I think my number is pretty safe. I drew number 8.
8's pretty safe.
That's pretty safe.
If memory serves me right, this might be the number 1, the most winner, or it's
27 is the most winner.
Okay, so it's not 27. Like in the conversation though.
27 had 4.
I got 12. I think isn't 12 in the conversation?
No.
I don't think so.
No, am I just being paranoid right now?
We all got pretty low numbers. We should just pick another number.
No.
Nope.
We got to have enough for all the other legions and legions of marked out followers. DP, Juan, those that are still on the board here at the end of the show.
Our last one.
It's the last tattoo challenge. You know the rules. If your number competitor comes up as a winner, you have to get a tattoo somewhere of your choosing on your body, somewhere of your choosing.
But we have to approve.
But we have to approve of the tattoo because it has to be something related to that
person.
So, like, you could get an awesome tattoo, I guess, if it was Miz, right?
But it has to be his font.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
awesome.
We'd have to
get
prove.
a picture of Maurice or something. Like,
I hope Rob gets crabs for killing me, Betty White Ghost says.
Did you pin that? All right, we got to go.
All right. We are out of here. We got 3 more episodes to go.
3 more.
1, 2, 3 more episodes to go. Till then, you got Wednesday. Me and Brian will be discussing whatever the next theme of each week's Dynamite is. See if TK goes into hiding like he should. In any event, we'll be back next week. Yeah, next week. Same smart time, same smart channel. Don't nod at me.
I'll catch you on the flip side.
The microphone blasted.
wait, do we have a show on Wednesday?
Marked
Yes,
Out Podcast is
it's
produced
the
and
only
edited
one left
by
on this
Newport
network.
Studios and is recorded live from Charlotte, North Carolina. Subscribe, follow, and listen to us live following
Oh,
WWE
well then,
programming
no, we
on
don't have a
YouTube,
show
Twitch, and
Wednesday.
Facebook Live.
No, that's why you
Download the
said
podcast by following us at podbean.com or subscribe on iTunes and
All
Apple
right.
Podcasts. While you're
Good
there, go ahead
reminder,
and
Rob.
give us
I'll
an
tell you
honest and
about
fair
bye
review
until
and
one
rating.
day.
Finally, if you have enjoyed our
The All
product and
Elite
would like to see us grow,
won't be out either.
please donate to us by visiting the donation link below
No
our live
All
video.
Elite hour.
Or you can donate via Venmo and Cash App. At the
Nobody's
handle
donating.
Ravepro. That's RAVEPRO.
You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows, visit electronicmediacollective.com.